Welcome to Petergeddon.
Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out. So.
How long did it take you to get here?
I don't know, it's like 2.5 hours.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you're gonna give me a hug?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, Ed.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll settle into it.
Okay.
So, what kind of pizza you got? Just
the small pizza is like almost as big as the big one. So I didn't know that. Like you said small, I thought it'd be like a really small one.
Yeah.
I said big one. So probably just pretty big.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
Have you?
No, not really. I mean.
Are you telling me the truth?
I mean, I've met girls online, but I don't like come like this far to like meet someone. I don't know why
It's kind of crazy, huh?
It is crazy. Yeah. Why did you let me come?
I don't know.
If you're so nervous.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Why do you think I came?
I think I know.
It's not the only reason. It's not the reason.
What's the reason?
I don't know. I just, been talking to you for a while, and you seem like really cool to hang out with, and someone that I'd like to meet, and I wanted to check out the situation,
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
So, let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time until we get that out of the way.
This document was something Sokol put together after some research on the internet to protect himself from getting in trouble for having sex with a 13-year-old girl. He talked about it in the chat along with a lot of other graphic topics. It didn't work.
Let's eat and we can talk about it.
Okay. There's plates behind you if you want to grab one.
Huh?
There's plates behind you if you want to grab one. Do you want a water or anything?
No.
Okay.
Man, well, I got this for in case we want
Alright,
to fix
I'll grab a water.
Alright, it will help. You want to eat at the table? What do you want to do?
No, we can just eat here.
Yeah, I expected it to be like 2.5 hours, so.
You're from the Boston area, you said?
Yeah, can I wash my hand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have some family that lives up there. It's pretty nice.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been to Faneuil Hall.
Where's your family? Like, what part of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be cool.
Oh, it's okay.
We'll work on it.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what than like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not saying, I think you look
You don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying you look different, yeah, than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well, you
that.
never can tell with online things,
What about me? Do I look different?
I mean, you look different. I'm not saying better or worse, just different.
Alright.
I have cupcakes too if you want one.
Let's see, did you make them?
Look at those. Do you think I made those? Mm-mm.
I have no idea.
No.
Do you want to use plates or do you want to just eat?
Whatever you want. We're pretty casual here.
Okay.
I'm like too nervous to eat.
Well, you already ate, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I was wondering if you were gonna be like, how would you be? Like, would you be nervous? Would you be like totally like you've done this before?
Oh, definitely haven't done this before.
Like, I don't know. You just seemed very, very like, you didn't seem nervous at all. when I talk to you and just in
Well,
general.
it's different when you're talking to someone online versus like
person.
coming to their house
I
and
know,
meeting
I
them.
know. I just gotta take something. This isn't drugs. It's just a.
Yeah, no, by all means. Here, drink water.
It's something that I take before I eat. Thanks.
In the middle of it all, Sokol pulls out a medicine bottle. You can see it on the video. He takes a pill, apparently in preparation for what he thinks is going to be a big night ahead.
What have you been doing all day?
I'm just hanging out, watching TV, Netflix and stuff.
What's that?
I have no idea. Do you want me to check?
Somebody here?
No.
What kind of pizza we have tonight?
Who's this?
I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah.
And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff?
Hanging out
Hanging out with whom?
with her.
Who's her?
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
Tell me who you are, because, I didn't know there would be other people here.
Well, what did you expect to happen here tonight, Jeff?
Didn't have any expectations.
No expectations whatsoever.
No.
So you drove 2.5 hours
Sure did.
from Boston
Who are you?
to come here
Are you her dad?
to meet a young girl.
Are you her
I
dad?
will get to that in a minute.
Huh?
Go ahead, have a bite.
Wow. I haven't done anything wrong.
How old are you?
What does it matter?
I'd like to know.
I haven't done anything wrong. Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against
Coming
the
to
law?
meet a young girl?
Yeah, is it against the law?
It is after this chat.
How?
Did you bring some kind of a contract with you? Some sort of marriage contract? Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza. I should come see you on Saturday. Well, since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to. You say, I can't go to jail. My life would be ruined.
Right.
Could be locked up for 20 years.
Yep.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now you know that this girl is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No. That doesn't
And you're what, 37?
mean anything.
You're 37? How old are you? You might as well just tell me because I can find out like that.
Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first?
I will tell you that in a minute.
Because now you're making me nervous and
You're 44 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to. What am I supposed to make of that? Sorry, I am paranoid. For meeting me? No, potentially having sex. But that is where the breaking the law comes from.
Right.
Punishable up to 20 years. Did you bring condoms with you tonight?
Well, they plan on having sex.
Do you have them in your car?
No,
I'm gonna find out, so you might as well tell me now.
I don't. Go ahead, check the car.
You will never tell anyone about us having sex. Are you sure? Okay, I could be there Saturday afternoon. Explain. Explain it to me.
Just wanted to come hang out and.
Looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, is that against the law to
To have sex with a 13-year-old girl
No.
when you're 44? Yes, it's
to
against
meet,
the law.
To meet a girl. That's all I've done.
You see how this looks.
Okay, but do you also see that I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing?
Well, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they're
Right.
going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
To be honest with you, you're not going to believe me, but I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're law enforcement. But
You think I'm law enforcement?
well, I mean that's what it sounds like. I was thinking about this on the way down,
Right. You had 2.5 hours to think about it.
and and I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. That's what I said.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old girl.
I wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if
A 13-year-old girl. How often do you do this sort of thing?
never done it.
You've never done it. So tonight you just decided, okay, I'm going to drive 2.5 hours
Oh yeah,
down I-95 from Boston.
yeah. I've been talking to her
To this
for a little
house.
while, and she seemed cool to hang out with. I mean, with that,
You can't find any
I had nothing else
older
going on.
girls?
I can, but I had nothing else going on.
So
I mean,
you decided you just come out and hang out with a 13-year-old girl.
yeah, you can clearly see that I'm very apprehensive about the whole
Let's say we meet and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other. How would we do this? Like I said, as long as you're under 16, age of consent, parenthetically, nobody can know about it. I just can't take that chance. What it sounds like here is you're grooming her, testing her to make sure it would be okay if you had sex with her, so no one would find out.
To be honest with you, like I said, when I was on the way down,
Right.
I was thinking about the whole thing, and even before I left,
Right.
I was thinking I'm not going to have sex with her unless it's legal.
So you talk about a plan to make it legal, to marry her, right?
Yeah, not in 2 seconds. I mean, like,
So if you liked her, like next week or the week after, you'd marry a
no,
13-year-old girl.
not next week. No.
So after just a few days worth of chatting, you decide you love her?
No.
You want to have sex with her?
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know? She's 13.
I don't know. I was just throwing things out, like, just in case, or maybe I did like her. Maybe it was,
So then you'd marry a 13-year-old girl because she's really cool and you could have sex.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
After a while.
Yeah.
What, like 3 years of dating?
I don't know.
A romantic courtship?
Maybe.
Maybe. So you're cool with all this. You just think this is just fine. Marching here to this home.
I know what you're.
Well, what
Getting at
what
here.
else am I supposed to think, Jeff?
Do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person? I mean, do I seem like it to you?
This chat seems like it. It seems like someone who at 44 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up. At a home where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone. After a sexually charged conversation online. You come in, oh, I want to hug you.
Yeah.
The little girl's nervous. You do it with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do it when I meet somebody for the first time. I hug
Okay,
them.
but this somebody is not an adult, Jeff. She's 13.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay.
I'm
So am I. But you're not answering all my questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. So if there's anything else you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
I can't believe this is happening.
Did you bring any sort of a marriage contract?
No.
So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
On camera.
You can leave.
What do you mean I can leave?
You can leave.
And then what?
That's not up to me.
Who's it up to?
It's not up to me. You didn't have to come here, you know. What do you do for a living, John?
I don't want to talk anymore. There's
Insurance business, right?
cameras rolling.
Insurance?
I don't want to talk anymore.
All right. As I said, you're free to leave.
Can you shut it off?
I cannot shut it off now.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program called Hansen versus Predator, where we investigate grown people who go online and try to create inappropriate, illegal relationships with underage children. So unless you have something else to say, now would be a good time to go.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right, then. You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good, thank you very much.
So the cops here?
We'll see.
Okay. Or if they're here, just bring them in.
It'd be best if you went out that way.
Grab a jacket.
It's out for the garage.
Everybody's watching.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I love this spoof thing we do with the phones now, but it takes forever to dial all these numbers.
You just couldn't make this up. There we are. It's a Saturday afternoon, and there's this massive wildfire in Northern California. That causes a power outage, and that knocks all Yahoo chat rooms offline. So for like 9 hours, the perverted justice decoys couldn't do their jobs. Not only was that a problem for that day, it created a problem for the next day, because the decoys couldn't make dates for Sunday. So this had a very serious impact on our investigation.
Hey, Matt. It's Angel. Where are you at?
After the date is made and the potential predator says he's in fact coming over, they always have a follow-up phone call. So we kind of have a better sense of when these guys are going to show up. Pib talked to Matthew Cogburn and kept track of Cogburn as he got closer to our hidden camera house.
Walking up the walk towards the door. Where's...
She may not even open the door.
All right, now back up, back up, back up. He's right there. Keep going.
Hi, come on in. I just gotta put this in the dryer real quick.
Okay.
Just take a seat, because if I don't put this in the dryer, it gets really wrinkled. I'll get in a lot of trouble. Come on into the kitchen and take a seat. I even made some sweet tea. I'll get it out.
All right.
Cogburn wanted a blonde, and Emily isn't naturally blonde. So we had to improvise and come up with a blonde wig for Emily to wear to be seen at the door when Cogburn shows up.
Did you have a hard time getting here?
Well, the road that I was looking for didn't show up.
My fault with the directions.
No. I got directions off my computer.
Why don't you have a seat there and get comfortable for that?
I had a feeling this was going to happen.
You had a feeling what was going to happen. Go ahead, sit down, please.
No,
Well, no, I need to talk to you about a couple of things, and I think you're going to want to talk about it. It's going to take a few minutes, so why don't you have a seat? Cogburn immediately recognizes me. It was one of the first investigations where we were seeing a number of guys who had seen previous To Catch a Predator investigations and had shown up and stayed and chatted anyway.
Is this going to be on national news?
I'm sorry, be on what?
Is this the national news, all that stuff?
Which one are you talking about?
All they do on 13 or NBC.
NBC?
Yeah.
You mean like Dateline NBC?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to keep your hands out of your pockets for just a minute. Go ahead, please sit down.
I've just been on the road 2 hours.
Okay. What was your plan here today?
I can't answer that as I want to, because I've been in a struggle myself with what I want to do, because I'm still a virgin, and I just, I think it's stupid that I did this.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. And how old was the girl you were chatting with online?
The girl said she was 13 or 14.
13 or 14. And you thought that it would be okay to come over here and visit a young girl home alone?
I wanted to think it was okay, but I just...
Now, I'm looking at this chat log here. 16 minutes into this discussion, you ask if she can do deep throat. Explain that to me.
No reason to explain it.
No reason to explain. How do you feel about sex? You on birth control, or are you sticking with condoms? Here's a guy, looks like the kind of guy anybody would be, happy to have their daughter date. You look at his MySpace page. His hero is God. His motto is Jesus rocks. You got toys?
Is there a need?
Well, I want you to square that with what's on your MySpace website, where you talk about Jesus rocks.
That's the struggle I'm in.
And heroes, God, duh.
You're going to do this too.
Well, you need to know that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online. If there's anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it. Otherwise, you're obviously free to be on your way. As I'm finishing my conversation with Cogburn, I ask if, there's anything else he'd like people to know. He turns and says,
Be careful. Keep your jeans in your jeans.
keep your what?
Jeans in your jeans.
Jeans in your jeans. That's your advice. And it took me a few minutes to figure out what he was talking about, but he meant genes as in DNA matter, in jeans as in pants. And it's his clever way of saying, don't get yourself in one of these situations.
Seriously, get on the ground. Get down on the ground. All the way down. Down.
Matthew, how'd it go at the house today? I'm just curious.
I pulled up in front of the house, like she had said, and got out, and she was coming out the door, and I saw she had a wig on. I was like, this is odd. I mean, I had a little bit of suspicion before I even got there.
Did you engage with the gentleman that talked to you?
Yeah. What happens with that, I don't know. Just asking me questions about it. Just trying. I took offense to it. I thought he was trying to put me down. And I was going to walk out initially. After this, it's just deleted. I've been in I'm not gonna say a mental struggle, but I didn't solely deep down. I didn't have any intentions to do anything. I enjoy meeting new people, and as weird as it sounds, I've been able to talk the way I talk, and this is my punishment. I let go.
In his interview with the detectives, he says that the most important thing that he's got to do is call his employer and say that he can't make it in for work. I mean, on almost every level, he seems like a diligent kid, but for this behavior online and the fact that he showed up to have this date.
You say you're a virgin?
Yes, ma'am.
It gets pretty graphic here.
This is my dark side.
Okay. Well, we all tend to have one of those. Hey, and it can be overcome.
This is my
It's a hurdle. It's a hurdle.
Well, this is my slap in the face to wake up and stop. I mean, I don't know what to say.
A little cold out. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, it's chilly out.
I know. Well,
How you doing today? My house is your house. Wanna come in? Come in.
nice house.
So where'd you wanna go? Want a water or something?
No, this is the first time I met somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of nervous.
Nervous? I know, I am too. You want a water? Anything?
Yeah, please. Where are your parents at?
They went away.
What is it?
Sorry?
They did.
Yeah. Here you go.
So how old are you?
13.
You know what, 13.
That's what they all say, That's what they all say. So, where are we going?
I don't know, wherever you want to go to eat.
It's up to you.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Doesn't matter to me.
I'm not really hungry, I just ate.
No.
No.
So you want to stay here?
No, not really.
You don't want to stay here? What do you want to do after? Want to
Hang out.
Hang out?
You know.
Netflix? Chill?
Huh?
Netflix
Yeah,
and chill?
I was watching Netflix when I was texting you.
Yeah, what show?
Huh? I watch like TV shows like House of Cards, stuff like that.
I haven't seen that. Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we can Netflix and chill.
This is gonna be a weird question, but you have your ID on you.
I don't have my ID on me. Sorry, I'm only 13. My mom keeps that in her purse.
Who lives here?
Who lives here? Well, I live here. Me, my mommy, and my daddy.
It's a nice house.
Yeah, they work hard.
It looks like it.
Yeah. This, you wanna come look at this? This right here. This is my dad made this.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Pretty cool. Wanna come look at it?
I'll take a tour. That's nice in there.
Hey, Jose, how are you? Oh, take a seat right over there, please.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Nothing.
Yeah. What was your plan today?
Nothing actually, just to hang out.
Just to hang out?
Yeah.
With a 13-year-old boy? Who you sent a picture of your private parts?
No, I did it. I did?
Yes.
Ugh. I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, was right.
Yeah. I was
You've been
just
chatting with him on and off for weeks.
Yeah, I used to chat with random people on and off. I'd hang out with them. No, nothing's really sexual, to be honest.
Nothing sexual?
No.
What's this then?
Let me see. Oh my god, I did not know I even sent that. Ugh. Yeah, I did not know that.
Ooh was right.
Yeah, usually when I send picture, like I have a bunch of pictures of me.
Right.
So I must have hit that, but I didn't even know why.
So this was just one big mistake?
Yeah, I pretty much, yeah.
So you had a picture of yourself out and about town?
Because usually I
driving
meet
a car?
Yeah, like usually I
the
meet
penis pic. Oh, by mistake I hit the penis pic.
Yeah, because I didn't even know because I would even say like something afterwards, but I didn't even know I really sent that, to be honest. Usually I meet people, I hang out with them, nothing really sexual. You know, I don't even put like sexual things on my, like I don't do none of that stuff. Like I don't say, oh yeah, let's meet up and have sex. I don't really do that. I like to meet different people, hang out with them.
What is Grindr for?
Honestly, I know it's for hookups. I really do know that, but I'm not all for that. I don't just meet people randomly and just start having sex with random people. That's not what I do. I know it sounds weird coming from myself, but it's not like that.
But isn't that what Grindr is for?
No, to me it's not. It depends on people use it for their aspects. Like I don't use it for any sexual like orientations or activity like that. I just meet people, eat movies, we'll go to the restaurant, hang out, eat. I just like to have company with me. I'm like kind of a, how you say, I never really had friends when I was younger.
Right.
So I like to hang out with people, you can get to know them a little bit. That's about it. I meet people from either 13, 17, 18, 30, even to their 40s, just to meet people and talk to them.
And how old are you?
I'm actually 27.
27?
Yes.
And what do you do for a living?
Me, I'm actually a manager for a restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's?
Yes.
And how's that going?
It's going good. I actually just started there about a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Yes.
But you see how this looks for you to come over and visit
I know,
that 13-year-old boy after you sent him a picture of your penis.
I know, I didn't realize I sent that, and even when I came here...
How could you not realize it?
No, I understand where you're coming from, but even when I came here, even when I parked there, I was just like, even when I sat there, I was like, yeah, this is the first time I did, met someone at someone's house. I felt kind of nervous when coming to a house, because usually I say, well, it's me at a public place, so it's more safer for me. That way, just in case I don't know the other person. But that's why even when I came, I actually turned and parked at that park for a while. I was just sitting, I was like, I should not be going to this person's house.
But you did it.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you do it then?
It's the first time for me. I never went to someone's house before.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
It's my first time.
I'm sure.
I doubt that all the people who tell me it's their first time are telling the truth.
This is honest to death.
So you're the first honest guy I've ever found.
This is the first
coming
time.
to visit a 13-year-old boy.
This is the first time I met a young person that age. It's the first time ever in history.
But what could you possibly have in common at 27 with a 13-year-old stranger?
That's something I'll find out when we sit down and chat, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing sexual was going to happen anyway from the get-go.
After you sent him a penis picture.
And I didn't realize I sent that. You can look at all my conversations. I did not realize I sent that kind of picture. I did not realize
So today
that.
you just...
So
one big misunderstanding.
Like for example, say I was gonna watch a movie with just like an ordinary conversation, like friendly type thing. It wasn't gonna be anything sexual. Even when we were chatting, I never said, "Oh hey, do you want to have sex?" Because that's not the kind of person I am. I don't want to throw myself out there like that. That's not what I am.
But if you're his parents, are you going to be comfortable?
I have a 16-year-old friend. I do. Yes, I do.
That's a pretty big age gap.
It is
at this stage.
But you know what? But there's nothing wrong with that, because to be honest, I have friends that are 16 to 30. We all hang out. There's no drugs involved. I don't do any drugs. But we all just conversate. There's so many similarities from other different people. It doesn't matter what age. to me. You know, so some people look at it as more like a pedophile thing or something like that, but that's not what I am. You know, I don't go around looking for, 10-year-olds, 13-year-olds. No, that's not who I am. That's not exactly
But
who I
you see
am.
how this looks.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. That's why I didn't want to walk through that door.
A 27-year-old sends a penis
Yeah.
picture to
I
a
know.
13-year-old.
Yeah.
And then comes over to just hang out.
Yeah, I know how it looks. And I wasn't even gonna walk. Something told me don't walk through that door. I swear something told me do not
Well,
walk
why'd
through
you
that
do
door.
it then?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna walk through that door. I really wasn't. But I don't know. Even when I saw him, I looked at him. I was like, this doesn't fit. I mean, I hang out with people outside of their home because I wouldn't want myself to be in someone's home that I really don't know. I never meet someone at their home. That's why I felt weird. Even
So this is just one big misunderstanding.
This is the
and
biggest.
the first time you've
this is
ever
the
had
biggest thing I
such
ever
a
walked into someone's
misunderstanding.
house. To be honest, because at my house, I don't like people come to my house. Well, I can because I have a big patio outside, and I have my neighbors that come outside with me, so I would feel safe because I'm not by myself with that person. So at least people see me with this person. But me coming here. Like I parked at that park right there.
Right.
I sat there for like 5 minutes, and I parked at the park because I was gonna make a U-turn and just go because I don't like coming to people's houses. Because there was one time where one of our friends was to his friend's house, and it didn't really go as they were gonna say. When he walked in, there was actually an ambush. It was two older guys and a woman. They beat him up. It was like people that they were looking for.
It was a setup.
Yeah, well, not like this. Like I guess they want to just beat somebody up. So that's why I don't come to people's houses. I'd rather meet at a sandwich shop, at a Starbucks, just so we can sit down, conversate. It's nothing really sexual or ordinary.
Do you live by yourself?
No, I live with my 3 dogs.
Three dogs?
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Here in Fairfield?
Yeah, actually right up the road by Taco Loco.
By Taco Loco?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've been running an investigation
Okay,
called Hansen versus Predator.
okay,
And I'm Chris Hansen.
okay.
And you've walked into it.
Okay.
So if there's anything else you want people to know,
I'll just see little kids. That's not who I am. That's not who I am, honestly. That's not who I am. That's not me. Can you take the cameras off me, please?
I can't at this point. No.
Can I leave?
You can leave right out there.
Okay. This is very awkward and very embarrassing for me. I'll talk to you in private if you like.
I can't turn the cameras on.
Okay. I mean, I'll answer any questions for you, to be honest, because I'm not.
Well, you have.
This is not what it seems to be. This is not what it was going to be. So I want everyone to know that's actually seeing right now. It's not what it was. I'll have to hang out with somebody. Nothing sexual to that nature. It may seem to other people it was, but to me it's not. Because if it was to that standard, I would have actually texted the guy, hey, let's meet and let's do this, let's do that. But it wasn't. I'm very, cordial with what I say. I'm very blunt. So nothing was sexual nothing sexual to that nature. But to be honest, I kind of learned a lesson right now. I'm not walking to my house.
And what?
I'm not walking to no one's house ever again. This is the first and last time we're doing that.
What's the lesson here, Jose?
The lesson here is don't walk into no one's house that you don't know who actually even lives there. That's to be honest. Don't do the same thing to other people that you wouldn't want done to you. Would you
But
want
you did
someone?
it, though.
Yeah, because I walked to someone's house, but I never allowed people to come to my house. That's the thing. I never allowed. It's okay because I'm not even ashamed to do this. Don't let people walk into your house. Why would you go to theirs? Because you don't know what to expect to that nature. That's why when I came here, I was bored today. I didn't know what to do, so I figured I'd hang out with some people.
How about watching football?
I'm not a sports person, believe it or not. Don't like
How
sports.
about watching Netflix?
I was. It was just today was just a day that just let's just go hang out tonight real quick. Let's hang out. Nothing sexual though. I'm not looking for that. I'm not.
But again, isn't that what Grindr was set up for?
It depends what people utilize Grindr for. Some people use it for dating, for hang out, for chill. Other people use it for a sexual preference. That's not what I'm looking for. Even on my profile, it just said, "Hey, let's chat." I'm not looking for anything to that nature. It just says, "Let's chat." That's it.
Okay, fair enough, Jose. I appreciate
So it's fair enough. So everyone out there, that's not who I am. That's not who I am.
Okay.
So
I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Chris.
All right, Jose,
Thank you for this actual experience, actually, because it's pretty interesting, actually. I'm never ever doing this ever again. To walk to someone's house. So
I appreciate that.
nothing bad out of this.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much, Jose.
Thank you. I
Thanks for your
appreciate
time.
it. Thank you. Oh, where's the exit?
Right there, straight ahead, over there.
Or the police department will explain everything to you right after she gets me back. Give me your phone.
Hey, let her back.
Oh, he's gonna be back, yeah.
Okay.
You have nothing in your pockets, do you?
No, just my keys.
All right, very well.
Why am I nervous?
We'll explain everything in a minute. Squeeze in. Slide all the way over.
Right up into your photo, this picture, and I'll explain it to you, okay?
Face forwards, eyes open.
Good.
Good.
Face the wall. There you go.
Jesse, what's your last name?
Velez.
You got through everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I know this is upsetting, and trust me, I'm not mean. You know, I'm not sitting here in judgment of you. I'm just trying to understand what happened today, and that's all. That's all we're trying to do. Okay. You read everything thoroughly?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you tell me why you think you're here? Why you think this whole thing happened?
Because I was stupid enough to go on the app and chat with random people, and I met one of them, which unfortunately was underage. Nothing sexual was going to happen with any of them that I meet today, just hangouts or whatever. And unfortunately, I went to their house, which I shouldn't have.
Okay.
And I've never done that before. Usually I meet them at Starbucks, just so I feel safe at the same time.
Oh, I know, it's so hard to find.
Donald Morrison was one of those characters who, had it not been for the graphic nature of his online conversation with someone he thought was a young teenage girl, it would be comical. What's going on?
I don't know, I just was talking to her and she said come down and visit her. I have a compulsion for younger women, just meeting them. I've met about a dozen of them online.
Did you ever get in trouble for it?
Well, I got in trouble because I met a girl in Michigan.
And how old was that girl?
17.
And what trouble did you get in there?
Well, her grandfather wanted me to try to charge me with something. They couldn't do anything. So they arrested me for for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
I see. And how did you get the naked pictures of the teenage girl?
I met her in Michigan, and I took them.
You took the pictures of the girl?
Mm-hmm.
Morrison just laid it all out there. Not only does he admit what he is doing that night, he tells me he's got a history of doing this sort of thing. How old was the youngest girl you ever met?
17.
17.
Most of them are like 21, 22.
And tonight, though, you were willing to come meet a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Well, I know why.
Well, you treat this like, you forgot to pay for some candy at the grocery store.
I came to meet her because she told me that she was bored. And I said, well, do you want me to come down and meet you? And she said, sure, come on down. So I said, okay. That was it. I know it's wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. Just because when people sweet talk me, I fall.
In Donald Morrison's mind, he truly thinks that if a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex, it's okay. You say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard. Sure sounds like you were preparing for a sex act.
I was preparing for, because she said that, I said, if you saw what I said, if you want it, I will give it to you, but I'm not going to force anything that you don't want. I'm not going to force myself on you.
That doesn't make it legal, though.
I know it doesn't make it legal.
I want you to be honest with me. If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl was, who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would have happened?
I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I lack a judgment.
Here's this guy who's, middle-aged, who's not especially well-dressed, doesn't appear to have a lot of money in his pocket, is living with his parents. You going to tell your folks about this?
I'm trying to tell my folks about it.
You are?
Yes, sir.
How do you think they're going to react?
Oh, I know my mom's going to take my computer and completely throw it away.
You're 48 years old, Donald. Why should you rely on your mommy to do discipline here?
Because of, like I said, lack of judgment, being being lonely, having no girlfriend, physical contact with anybody. Just, just lost it.
Ultimately, Donald Morrison says, okay, I get what's going on here. I'm probably on To Catch a Predator right now. He recognizes me finally. When you said you thought the Dateline stories were pretty bad, did you think the stories were bad because of what Dateline did, or did you think what the guys caught on Dateline did were bad?
Some of the things that Dateline did.
So wait, let me just get this straight. So when you say you thought that the Dateline stories were pretty bad, are you talking about the stories or the guys who were caught in the stories?
The guys who got caught in the stories, and I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Well, you know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are. Once I recognized it. I recognized the voice. I don't really watch Dateline. I mean, I'm usually working 2 to 11.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
I understand. I know who. I recognize from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done has all been recorded.
Okay.
And if you have anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Just saying that, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, this is something I normally don't go out and do.
Donald, you're free to walk out that door. That same door you walked in.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing, kicking me in the pants and setting me straight, Chris. Let's say it'll be the first and it'll be the last time. I'll give you permission to even monitor me if you want to.
I appreciate that.
I'm willing, if I could find a counselor, I'll go to counseling.
Maybe he should have help. But I think, looking back on it now, there's also a little bit of showmanship going on Donald Morrison's part. He's thinking that if he admits he's got a problem and thanks me for giving him a kick in the pants, as I believe he put it, and that he'll get help, he thinks maybe he can dodge being in some sort of trouble with law enforcement. Of course, that's not going to work out very well for him.
Am I going to be arrested when I go out there?
That's not up to me.
Okay.
But you're free to go. The way this is set up, there was some tendency for some of these guys to try to go out the front door as opposed to the back door.
Where's the door at?
Straight back.
Straight back?
Right through that door right there. He steps off that back step, which is kind of a big step, and boom, Fort Myers police are right on.
On the ground!
What physical threat did Donald Morrison pose? Probably not a great threat.
I knew this was going to happen when Dateline was in there.
But you never know what somebody's got on. And you never know how somebody might react once they walk out of a house after being on television.
I'm diabetic.
Do you have any needles in your pockets?
No, sir.
Go through your knees to your chest. Roll up.
Get my glasses.
Got them. I got them.
The arrest was made. Morrison goes into, a diabetic shock of sorts. And they didn't want to take any chances, obviously, so they actually took him to the hospital. And he was actually handcuffed, as I recall, to the stretcher as he went in. He was treated and ultimately released and was processed and charged.
Donald Morrison, you're charged with a sex offense against a child, fondling a victim 12 years of age or up to 15 years, and obscene communications with a computer to seduce or solicit a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No, sir.
Okay.
I think that was our walker. Definitely, that was our walker. There he is.
As in our previous investigation, some of the men who arrive aren't coming to meet girls.
Clear.
And we've prepared for that. This decoy is a 21-year-old actor pretending to be a 13-year-old boy.
Hey, come on in.
How you doing,
Tommy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on?
Nothing much. Listen, I made us some drinks, so why don't you pour me some?
Meet 49-year-old Rob Culbertson, a computer web designer with the screen name WebDev2. He's been chatting online with someone who says he's 13. Culbertson lies about his age and says he's 40. And just like that earlier man, Culbertson tries to get the boy out of his house.
You want to come over?
Maybe, if you're cool.
I'm laid back, no pressure.
But when the decoy instead suggests Culbertson come over to the undercover house, the man makes it clear what's on his mind.
Let's meet.
And?
Mess around.
What's that mean?
Have sex.
Whatever he has in mind, we're about to find out he lives close by and rode his bike to our undercover house.
So what you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was thinking of actually getting in the hot tub. You think you might want to join me?
That sounds cool.
Yeah? I'm a little nervous, so, do you want to go first? Take your clothes off? And we'll get in?
I'm kind of nervous myself, too.
Yeah?
Culbertson seems to have second thoughts.
Actually, I think I should be probably going.
Why?
But I'm not really comfortable with this.
Why not?
Because your age.
How was the walk over?
The walk was okay.
Good, have a seat.
Okay.
What's your plan tonight?
Just out cruising around.
Just out cruising around.
Yeah, what's up?
How old are you?
35, 40.
35, 40? You don't know the exact age?
No, I'm 40.
You're 40.
We already know that's a lie.
And how old was the boy you wanted to meet tonight?
18.
How old did he say he was on the chat?
18.
18.
Yes.
And I can give you the chat, and I want you to tell me where it says that he's 18.
I just went by what his profile said.
Profile said he was 13.
So his profile says he's 18.
No. He tells you right here it's 13.
I apologize for all this.
Okay, I'm 13. Damn, you're cute. He says, but let's go a little slower, dude.
Like the other man, once I show him a copy of his online chat, Culbertson decides it's time to go.
Something on my way. I'm sorry about all this.
Well, before you go, there's one thing you need to know. And that's, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who meet kids on the internet for sex.
Drop your bike. Please, stop your bike. Get on your knees. Get on your knees. There you go. Hands behind your head. Get lock your fingers.
Culbertson pleaded no contest to one charge of an attempted lewd act on a child.